Hey guys, Solo Jones here, and I'm going to be casting a game between MonsterBeatS, the red Zerg up here in the top right corner, and the blue Protoss is going to be actioN down here in the bottom left corner. actioN has been in the Win Cheese Fails series on Lifestyle Glitch TV, and actually that one blew it up. He was in the first video of that, which got over 10,000 views. It was pretty popular. And yeah, he's a pretty good player. Diamond League, this is a Diamond League replay, so I'm expecting some good player from both of these guys. So I had two reasons to do a cast today. First off, I love casting, and I wanted to get a cast out for you guys. And the other one, I wanted to talk about this. I got into a tournament, and it's like I just kind of signed up for it. This guy who likes my YouTube channel, my main YouTube channel, sent me an invite to be in this tournament, and so I went in and I joined the tournament. And I went to the page. Like, by the way, it's a $200 first prize tournament and $75 for second, and it's an open tournament. So I go back and I look at the page for it on Team Liquid. And I'm going to be playing in a 16-player tournament with Psy, Hash, Druby, Dodoro, Root Dodoro, and a bunch of other people. So I'm definitely going to be casting those, and I'm going to get raffle stomped in the face in the first round. You know what's going to happen. But I just thought it was awesome that I'm going to be able to do that with those guys. Because I'm a huge fan of Psy, and I've seen the other guys play, and they're all pretty good. And I'm hoping to not make a complete fool of myself, a platinum player in there amongst all the high Masters League guys, but we'll see how that goes. Probably not well. Alright, looks like MonsterBeat up here. It looks like he got his pool at 13 or 14 and then got a gas. I think it was probably a 14 pool. No fast expansion yet. actioN has a probe spazzing out down here to block that off when it goes down. Looks like gateway first, which you have to do. Don't know why I pointed that out. A drone is snuck into actioN's base over here, and he's going to be poking around every now and then, seeing what actioN's up to. Looks like one gas going down, so no early zealot play, it doesn't look like. And we'll see, because this is the standard Protoss opening. It can lead into just about anything. Could be a 4-gate, could be something else. Cybernetics core going down right now. Against Zerg, the 3-gate Robo build is very popular, as those Immortals will tear up the Roaches, which are becoming the main unit in the Zerg army. Roaches are very key to ZVP. Without them, you usually lose unless you take straight to Hydras, and that's only really able to happen in certain circumstances. Looks like running a probe in here, going to be seeing this absolutely standard build from MonsterBeatS, though he has not gone for the early expansion, which is kind of unsafe against Protoss. But on a map like this, which is huge, where you can't spawn close positions, I would go ahead and throw down that early hatchery, just because it's relatively safe. You have to be careful about proxy pylons, as 4-gates can just warp into your base. And looks like he has his Overlord mistakenly going down here, even though he's already scouted out where actioN is spawning. Looks like second assimilator going down for actioN. I think that's early, though. I don't know, so I'm not really going to judge on it. Looks like he is going to get warp gate. Hasn't put down any additional gateways yet, so it doesn't look like he is going to be going for... so if he's going for a 4-gate, we do not know yet, though it does look like a proxy pylon going to be going down here right near a MonsterBeatS base, and that's going to be able to warp in units right down here in the low ground. Probably a 4-gate then, is what I would guess. Looks like that drone or Zergling, I'm not sure which, getting taken out. Looks like maybe a Zergling by that Stalker. And 2 more gateways going down. Let's see if he throws down a third. Yep, 3 gateway. Alright, this is a 4-gate we're seeing right here. Very effective against Zerg. Not the best map for it, but if you can get a proxy pylon down, then you're pretty much set. And but there is a fairly easy choke to defend for Zerg. This is a fairly Zerg-favored map in that there's lots of bases to take. You can't spawn close positions, and as long as he gets a couple spine crawlers up 2 or 3, he should be able to defend that 4-gate and come out looking pretty good. 4-gates are difficult to fight, but you have to scout them to know what to do. And it looks like, I don't think MonsterBeatS has scouted them. No, he has not scouted the 4-gate. Might just figure a 4-gate's coming, though he hasn't really done anything to prepare for it yet. He has his Roach Warren up, has speed going down now. That's a fairly late speed. I think some people prefer to get a late speed, though. And transferring down here, going to get 2 spine crawlers. Yeah, it looks like he might be predicting a 4-gate. It's always good to get those spine crawlers down just in case of a 4-gate, as they are the only thing that will really help you. A good 4-gate timing is at 7 minutes, so he knows he needs to get those up ASAP. actioN warping in, some Stalkers up here. Looks like he's going to be going for a push soon. And we will see how well MonsterBeatS does in holding off this 4-gate. Looks like he has this gas here, but he's not getting anything from it. I don't know if he's waiting for some sort of cue for that, or if he just forgot about it. Excuse me, guys, I'm not feeling all that great. Looks like 2 spine crawlers are going to be going down right here. I've already pointed those out, but they're about to pop, and they did get up in time before this 4 gate came into effect. Looks like his units from his main base meeting up with those warped in units over there. Overlord hanging out over here. And looks like MonsterBeatS is maybe going to be able to defend this. It's really hard to tell, and we have to see if he continues to pump units. Looks like he's getting another queen in anticipation of this one going down. Might want to actually maybe hold off on injecting with that one, so he can save up for a transfuse on these spine crawlers to help fend off, and then use the queen that pops out for inject. Looks like he is not going to do that though. Throwing down another spine crawler, it's a good idea, though it probably won't be up in time to do anything. Needs to get more roaches. He's getting 4 more on the way, though this is going to be really tough and fairly close to hold off. Looks like spine crawler did take a good amount of damage. Going to cancel that one in time right there. And this spine crawler probably won't get up. Looks like he has a very, very good concave with his roaches, and this spine crawler here doing a lot of damage. And it looks like MonsterBeatS should be able to hold this off, at least for now. Reinforcing units, though, warping in 4 actions, so it's really hard to tell. It's a matter of how good MonsterBeatS is at keeping up his macro, keeping his larva low, getting more and more roaches, because if he just slips for 1 second, then all of a sudden action has a huge advantage in taking out his base. It looks like he needs to target this low health stalker. Going to be bringing down his drones to defend. I'm not sure I like that, really. Maybe should run his drones away and then just use these spine crawlers coupled with his roaches to defend. Doesn't really need to be wasting all of these drones doing this when he has spine crawlers up here. Could even move them closer into position. Though it does look like more stalkers coming out, and MonsterBeatS is going to be able to hold this off, it looks like. But it's really hard to tell. Throwing out a force field there to keep reinforcing units to come in, but they're not coming in anyway. And yes, it looks like MonsterBeatS is going to be able to fight this off. Looks like he is ahead in the units lost tab now, and by that I mean he has lost fewer units and fewer cost of units anyway. And so he is looking pretty dang good right now. If we look at the income tab, he is significantly ahead. Well, actually, no, he just got behind. I thought he was ahead. But he does have the second base up, which makes a huge difference. It can get him all the larvae he needs. And he has a good enough amount of roaches and lings to hold off any farther attack. Does need to move these spine crawlers up here, though. I think these spine crawlers might have been a bit of overkill. He knew that he had action beat. He didn't really need any more spine crawlers, and they kind of just cut into his drone count significantly. But he needs to move them up so that they can range the low ground. It's a perfect choke there, and he needs to try to get an engagement there. That would be really preferable if action decides to keep up some sort of attack. But no, it looks like he's just going to be keeping these stalkers down here. Open back up the production tab. Looks like a Twilight Council going down. I think action's train of thought here is he has stalkers, might as well get Blink. Though we could go for Templar or something else. A lot of things you can get from a Twilight Council, but Blink is my prediction. We'll see if I'm right. Looks like he still has not scouted this pylon here, though he's going around looking for it, and we'll see if he does discover it. Excuse me, let me take a breath for a bit. That was a bit of an intense bit of casting right there. Looks like he does have his lair going up. Still doesn't have drones on this gas. I don't know if he's been that way the whole time, running off of 1 gas, but yeah, that's what he's doing right now. Probably needs to throw some drones on there. A little sloppy of him. And I guess I should check back in with action down here. Dark Shrine. Alright, he is going to be going for Dark Templars in hope that MonsterBeatS does not have any kind of detection. Throwing down another spine crawler. I don't really like that. I mean, he has plenty of... He's about even in economy, as far as I can tell. Oh no, he's actually significantly ahead. And he has this extra base, and he can produce units fairly easily. I don't know why he'd throw down an extra spine crawler here. What he needs to do is get an Overseer out ASAP, because it is quite common for a DT transfer transition after your 4-gate fails, as the 4-gate is a tactic that it really sets you behind if it does not kill the enemy. So a lot of times semi-cheesy tactics like going for Dark Templars can come into play after a 4-gate fails, as you are significantly behind and you need something to get you back in it. And you know, hoping for a huge trip up is your easiest way to get a victory. It looks like warping in these DTs down here by this proxy pylon that has not been scouted by MonsterBeatS. Looks like MonsterBeatS may be going to be doing a bit of base trading here. He still doesn't know about these DTs. Looks like splitting them up to go to the mineral lines. Really needs an Overseer here. This is going to be really close. These roaches are going to be moving in. He needs to kill these 2 stalkers. Looks like instead of going to attack right now, which probably would win him the game, he's going to go back and defend against these Dark Templars. Really just needs to get an Overseer and use units he can produce here.